Okay, guys, I've been eyeing this one particular stock for a while, and the minute SAVA had this big dump, I've been saying, it's extremely risky to buy the first drop, and we've seen this many and many, many times with all these types of biotechs. Like, for example, QTTB had a big initial drop, and what it's going to keep doing is probably going to keep going down. They can have a dead cat bounce, but they're very risky and not really the plays I like to do, right? We're going to see a lot of biotechs have these, news. I definitely would never invest in these kind of companies because they're just too much uncertainty. But if I was going to trade this, I would do the trend reversal here. And this is what I'm seeing here. If you guys know my trend reversal strategy, if you look at the last time we touched the EMA5 was way back in 1122. With this big amount of drop, if you see a big gap like this and price just goes under the ATR4, which is my Keltner channel, it's the settings I use. And once again, if you're in the Discord, you already know all this. If you want to join, the link's down below in the YouTube comments. But I'm going to give you guys, people who watch my YouTube, people who subscribe, I'm giving you guys little tips of what I like to do here. But for SAVA, we haven't hit the EMA5, which is purple band, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So look at my most past I don't know if you will find it, but I posted a video with Sava probably 11:25 somewhere in this region, and I literally said wait till 13 to 14 candles, just because it's not like I knew what was going to happen. It's just because it's the safest thing when you see a big drop like this. The EMA 5, I mean, all these EMAs are lagging indicators. Any indicator you use is lagging. So when you see price way up there, this EMA 5 is trying to find an area where it thinks it should be, right? It's such a big drop that it's taking time to come back to it. So we have 13 daily candles not touching this EMA 5, and usually what happens is usually that 14th candle tries to touch it, 15th, it doesn't have to be exact, it can be 16th, but this is how I like to do. On this candle here, I like to buy at literally at this time right now. It's 357. And so you would buy at this end of the day here all throughout this region is your buy zone now, because this is your hold on, no, it's just the last 5 minutes. So I look at the last 5 minutes of the bell here. So that right here before the bell rings, I usually buy at the end of the day. So it's 3:58. So around this time frame, I would look to buy. And I don't have to get like the most precise entry. I just have to know like, okay, Sava's looking good here. We had this big support here. It doesn't mean I'm not really looking at this as a support resistance. So, but I can see this here, have a hammer candle to come back up to it. But what I'm mostly interested is to see this EMA 5. What is the distance here? And of course, it's going to go down as time goes down or as price goes down. But as of now, from this price to here, you're looking at a 10% gain. And that's usually what I look for in my plays. If we go to this ATR4, the bottom Keltner, you're looking at a little over 10%. But that doesn't mean it has to just hit it to a T and go down. That's just my conservative target here, and you can see where the buyers are coming in. But this is why you kind of ignore the first big drop down, because this was probably your dead cat bounce. Unfortunately, as you can see right in here, we go down, go down some more, and then dead cat bounce just to go all the way more, a little dead cat, go down more, and that's all you're going to get to this. Because if you look at the trend on Sava on a daily, weekly, it doesn't matter what chart you're looking at, all the EMAs are above. On the daily, the EMAs are above. That just is a simple way to say, okay, you can't really hold this long term because this is in a downturn. Unless they come out with some static news, some awesome thing, which I highly doubt it, it's going to be very hard for this to even come close to making an uptrend. And you can look at the news here. There's a lot of bad news focused on it, which makes this a very hard one to trade. The analysts we have, probably someone the hold rating right now, but this is what I like to look for, guys. Yeah, it's like boring. It sucks to be patient, but what I do is I put this on my watch list. And I say on 13 to 14 daily candles, if it has a nice big drop like this, then you look to buy Sava. And how I like to do is I look to, I mean, this thing's going up and up here at the end of the day here. Beautiful, beautiful. But what I like to do is I like to see It just depends on the thing. Like, is there low K value? And then that's what the next thing, the KDJ down here, the lower the K value, the better. You can see when this got really low to a 3 area, it started pumping. Now, that's not like the main thing I like to use, but you can see, like, there's a lot of ways to tell when things can get a bounce. And I'm not trying to be a hero and make 100% gains on this. This could gap up at any moment. It could go down. That's why I want to say, if you're doing trading against the trend, watch my swing trading education video of how to properly accumulate my reversals. I have a different strategy with trading with the trend. I don't go as heavy on accumulation. But if you're trading a downtrend like SAVA and you want your average to be in line with this EMA 5 and this lower band here, if I can totally miss this, whereas SAVA can go down another day. He used to say this is the exact bottom, but I can guarantee you we are super duper close to the bottom, because I barely ever see over 13 daily candles not touching EMA 5. With this drop, I kind of expected it. So I would say maybe a max, you're looking at 13 to 15 candles. Maybe we'll start to touch that. What will happen is we'll get this nice little pump like this, these two pumps like this come in, and then we'll probably take that next leg lower, and then your next target is the EMA 10, next target is the 20. But look how fast, look how far away these are. This naturally touching the 10 is not going to happen without some news. And that's really what causes these to move a lot. This naturally touching the 20 is not going to happen. That's a 240% gain. So you got to understand market moves in ways. We haven't touched the EMA 5, and so that's where the algos are going to take it. That's where the algos are going to reject it. So it hits it, reject it. Hits it, reject it, and then we go to the EMA 10. And then we use time distance. Anything that don't touch the EMA 10 in 1 month is long. So you can look at this and be like, okay, it's 11.22, 12.12, but keep in mind there's a bigger gap. So I would say 1 month and like 3 weeks it would take. And that's how I'd like to do it. There's not like a perfect science to it, but the more backtests you use and you see this, you'll see like, yeah, this works really well. So I wanted to do an update. I'm bullish on SAVA finally. It took about 2 weeks for me to be bullish on it, but I mean, I wanted all those people that bought in the beginning get wrecked, because I see it all the time, and they see the big drop, they're like, okay, so I'm buying. It was $20. They're like, it was way up here in $30, and now it goes all the way down to $4. Very good discount, and I did that same thing way back, and I said never again. Because that is miserable, right? Because you try to buy the dips, but the dips keep dipping. Whereas if you use a system where reversion means going to happen, and if you lose the extreme, like, are you at this green band? How much TD are you away from the EMA 5? The EMA 5 is super important, but you only use this as a buy zone. If you're not at this green band or under it, then you don't use it. Then you don't buy it. Period. So you have all these criteria. The only thing you're missing is the KDJ down here, which is fine. It's pretty low already, 7.91. Doesn't have to be exact science. But if you want a nice percentage gain, this can easily give you 10%. I like to accumulate down here, and me with my position size making over 10% is really nice. And once I hit that 10%, then I trail stop it, because if it wants to keep going up, sure, I'll ride it up. But if it wants to plummet down, then I want to make sure I take my gains. So this is SAVA. This is my analysis on it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're at 13 daily candles, not touching the EMA 5, and we are due. We are very due for this EMA 5, so be on the lookout for that, guys. If you guys also want to join the premium Discord, hit the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description, it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to the free chat landing page. All you have to do, if you want to be a member, is hit day trade alerts, and you'll get access to my swing trades and day trades at an all-time low cost of $12 a month. I think you guys are going to really like it. It's really nice. And if you hit server shop here, you can see the 2 memberships in detail. If you just want swing trades, it's only $6 a month. If you want the day and swing trading, it's $12 a month. So hope you guys do want to join the community. This was a brief video on how I do swing trades. I have more lessons on day trades, but basically, you're looking for the big overreaction moves. I don't use the RSI crap to see if it's oversold and all that. This is a unique way I've discovered over the years that it's very nice. But if you do subscribe, do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee, and you'll pay a flat rate of 6 or 12 depending on what service you want. If you pay the 12, you get access to all the channels, live streams, educations, and I don't mind doing one-on-one coaching too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis. I'll be in the premium chat if you need me. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment, and I've been talking about this in the chat. I'm really liking this, guys. All right, happy trading. Peace out.